Well, good morning, everybody. How you all doing? Whittler Dave here. I hope everybody's having a blessed day like I am. I had a great day. Let me clean these glasses while I talk to you so I can see. I had a great day yesterday at Burger King. Met a few people. Just had a relaxing day. What the old man needed. Just sit around, listen to some music with my earphones on, and just carved and, had a good relaxing day. Oh, wow, now I can see. Yes. And just starting to do some Christmas. I was doing the little simple, everybody does these. The little simple Santa Clauses with the cartoon eyes. These are so simple. I like these because I don't have to put a lot of work into them. Like I said, I'm done with all the detailed carving. And here was a little chunk that I had set, and most people throw these little things away. I don't. I'm gonna carve one of these little goofy monsters. I know it's hard to see. There's two eyes and the teeth. I don't throw nothing away. And if you let me span over here, there's the trees. They're not done. Right there's the trees. I'm gonna add either a bear, a deer, or I got something else that a lady told me to add, so would be neat in there. So I'm going to consider that too. Bring you back down around here. Oops, got you sideways. And then the Cottonwood house. Got these windows all cut out and filed. Got this window cut out. And what I'm saying about file is I don't use Dremels to clean these out. I use files. I file, after I get them cut out, I file all this out by hand. All this is done by hand. All these little files, I have several of them. Just little files. And I get in here and I'll file all that out, and I'll file all this out to get this. I want the marks, but it's truly hand done with hand tools. You gotta realize I'm old. We didn't have all them fancy tools like they got now. I'm old. I use files. I gotta get this window cut out, and then I'm starting to add some stone right here. This is really in bad shape, so you gotta be really careful. I don't know how deep I can go, because I had to reattach that. But we'll see. Let's see, because I want to carve this in. I want to leave this bark, and I want to bring all this stone up through here and here. You don't have to be full stone, and then I'm gonna bring up some stone up on the side, I believe. Then I'll cut all the plank boards in and stuff like that. Started hollowing it all out. All done with the chisel. Like I said, I'm strictly a hand carver. So all done with files and little doodaddies and godly, what we'll tell them. But anywho, haven't done this in a while. I still haven't painted the duck yet. I'm so busy. I'm gonna, I'm gonna get ready to start doing that. I gotta get the duck done. I gotta, I do so much, do too much is what I do. My brain don't shut off. But here's the angel. Where I live at, you gotta have knockoffs. I love angels. She's got one wing up. I've done this before. She's a little thick, but this way I can turn her dress. That's fine with me. So let's just get you down here. Like I said, I like carving angels. I think everybody should have an angel in their house. I do. I think everybody should have an angel. Let's get you a little closer. What was that, folks? Oh, 1 minute, folks. Oh. I tell you what, my shop looks like a bomb went off. It does, but I don't have a foo-foo shop. I see some of these shops, online and stuff, and I always question, do you do any work in there? I mean, my God, it's pristine. In my shop, here in a few weeks, we're going to be shutting it down so I can get some, I can clean it up a little bit. Because if I don't, I'm getting ready to do all this Christmas and everything. So I have a ton of Christmas I'm doing, and and then I don't clean at all. I don't clean till after February, and then everything is a wreck. Everything. So I warn people, if you come here, you got fancy clothes on, you're liable to come out with dust on your clothes. Because this is a full-time working shop. It is. But no, I'm going to do those whimsical Santa Clauses and stuff like this. Oh, I was asked another question. What type? I call it the dog leg. This is OCC Tools. I've had it for years. It's got a small, slight little bevel right here. I love this tool. I do. I love this tool. I've had OCC tools for years, and I don't see anything wrong with them. I think they're an excellent tool. I do. I have a bunch of them. They're reasonable. You know? They're very reasonable. Yes, it is. I'd done this angel years ago and told my wife, I'm changing my Christmas show. I want to, you don't want to be the same person every year. You don't want to bring out the same stuff. That's boring. Create some different stuff. So I haven't done her in a long time. Probably 6, 7 years. So I got her all drawn up. And now I'm going to knock her out. And this is just folk art. It's got a muted face. Very simple. It's the shape and form. That's all that matters. How you shape it and how you, get your depth and, all that just right. And you can fool people by just the way you carve it. You don't need it anymore. You don't. And then I'm working on some of my Christmas. Getting ready to carve that. Yeah, actually, I've got a ton of, and I'm not doing a lot of extreme Christmas this year. I'm going to just do simple. I've done this show for 2 years, and I know what sells, and then I know what takes forever to sell. So we're going to go back to, and the way the economy is, so we're just going to go back to the real simple stuff and everything where people can come and afford things. And remember, I told you, there's no sticker shock. So some things I'm not bringing back this year. I enjoy making them, but they take time to build. That's one thing. They take a lot of time to build. So supposed to be raining today. I hope so, because our mountain is dry. We don't need any more fires like we had. She needs to be watered. It rained a little bit last night, but not enough. She's way too dry. So let me use this. It's really tight. So we're us locals are praying for some rain. I'm telling you. Let's see here. That's her arm. So let's drop this dress down right here. Remember, just look at it. I ain't carved this in a while. Like I said, all these years. So the old man's got to think how he carved it. It's been a while. Oh yeah, I'll just talk to it. Just lay her dress down. I hope you folks can see. I've got some people following me from Norway now. And Alaska. So I thank you all when you watch this. I appreciate you following me and subscribing to my channel, folks. Got a guy here in Tennessee. He is a phenomenal carver too. He don't live that far from me, and he's had some bad luck, and He said when he gets going, he's gonna come my way, and I welcome the man. I do. And I tell you what, he has this. He's a heck of a carver. He does wonderful facial carving. You know, he does. But so I welcome the man to my house. I welcome anybody to come here. You know, like I said, you don't have to be a carver. You don't have to have no skill level. If you just want to come here and learn a little bit and go back home where you're at, well, I will teach you. I will pay it forward. And I will, you know, I'll set you down and do a little whittle. Like I said, this don't take long. I don't know if I'm going to flute her dress or not. Just lose that hard edge back. Remember to lose that hard edge. Don't make it, because if you leave that strong edge right there and you just round it over, it's just like, whoa. Lose that hard edge. And I like making them starting out with a little bit thicker wood, because then it allows me to mess with it. You start out something that's thinner, well, you can only take it so far. Now see this here, I can really shatter the dress and everything. This is her wing, so her wing is more prominent than her dress. And this wing here gets, you know, it's got like the feathers in it. This is an old folk art pattern. I found this years ago. It's based on folk art, and I'm huge on folk art. Subtle. I think you don't have to put faces in everything. If you do the carving right, like I said, it just speaks. And I grew up with, you know, around folk art and whimsical. So I just like that style of carving. See how I rounded that, tipped that dress over? See, I brought that all the way the wings raised. And then, of course, you should know, let's do this. I'm sorry, folks. I see it. It's just know where your center is. You know, just, all right, I gotta get you. Just know where your center is at all times. And that's going to tell you a lot. I don't need to draw the center, but, you know, I'm going to draw it for you guys. And you don't have to be exact. Just draw that center. And then it kind of gives you a visual, right to left, left to right. What I tell people, I'm going to that little dog leg, my favorite OCC tool. Just kind of tip this dress and just see how what I'm doing is I'm using the corner. I'm just using that corner and slicing through this wood. Tipping that dress now like it actually rolls right around. Now, okay, this is the wings, so we're going to lose some of this right through here. Right through here. Can you see this, folks? Gosh, it'd be easier if somebody could take film for me. We're going to lose some of this right here, and then we're going to, it's pointed, so we're going to just kind of round this up a little bit. Just a little. And that way, if it's not supposed to be pointed. Okay, so let's take the back side of this. Let's see if I can't get you down a little bit lower. I just don't feel like you can see. Okay, now I'm going to take the back side of this where I drew this line right here, and just going to take a light little slice. And that way I'm going to come right down to that, and it's going to break that off. Okay, and then we're just going to come right in here, and we're going to round that wing. Now we're going to slice this out. So I want the wing to be more, even though it's I ain't carving it on the back. It's just the better way to make it look better. It's just, I'm not very good with words, folks. I'm just a carver. Sometimes it's hard for me to explain unless you're here. I don't know, like I said, I ain't, men like me weren't built to be scholars or anything like that. We were built to use our hands, and and we're not good with words and reading and spelling, and that's not my forte of life. Now, you can see what I've created right there. And we'll just lose this hard edge. This is the back side of the carving, but I still don't want that hard edge. Just kind of blend it in. Yeah, blend it in. Maybe a little bit more right there. Blend this little darling in. Get that wing where she pops out. So when you see it on the side, you're like, oh wow, I can see that wing. See, when you look from the side and everything, you can just see what I've created. Then you come down in here. And you raise that, cut that dress underneath this wing. Now, you've just created this little wing right here. Very simple, folks. I call this cartoon carving. It's like buying a coloring book and taking a basic pattern out, and then you just start adding detail to it as you're carving. Up I hear the old siren. I probably something's happening. I'm telling you, people just would slow down. Lord have mercy. When I drove to Sevierville yesterday. That's the problem here in Tennessee. This is a laid-back town, and we're not on a big major interstate right where I live at. And people come off them big fancy interstates running 80, 90 mile an hour, and they just don't know how to relax down. They still got to run that 80, 90 mile an hour, and they don't realize they're not in an area that can do that. We got mountains, we got rivers and creeks, and you can get your butt in trouble. There was a lady one time run her brand new Cadillac on the spur right off into the river. She was bear watching and tree watching, she said, and she just brand new, hadn't had it maybe a month, and of course she was all right. Her car wasn't. It was completely flooded. They had to get the wrecker in there and shut traffic down. All that stuff. And the best thing you can do if you come to Tennessee and you come to my area, just slow down, breathe. That's all you got to do. That's a fire truck, I hear that. Now look, see, I've lifted all this, the arms right here. This is this one arm right here. There's the wing. Now, what we got to do is we got to take this line right here, and we're going to have to roll her down because the wing is still prominent. And we want that shirt there. That's her shirt. Sorry, folks. I can guarantee you can hear that. That's our big fire truck. And we're just going to lay her down. We'll have to redraw all that in here in a little bit, but that ain't nothing. I'm going to lay her down just a tad. Now, let's take this right here and turn it up just a little bit. Who's that? Then we'll get the old pencil out. Let's see, this is her arms right here. Just a muted hand and stuff. Then let's put her neck. Let's put her neck back in right here, and that's off of her dress and stuff like that. Now, let's do a little round over right here so you can kind of understand what I'm doing. So we're going to, let's get you back here. Maybe I'll bring you back up since I got you so close. This is what I'm saying. It's not very hard, easy to film. And I was showing my wife last night how a guy films. I'm like, that's what I wish I could do. His lighting's perfect, all that. All that's perfect. Now we gotta drop its neck down. That's her chin of her face. He was carving Christmas, and he puts the Christmas music with it. Like, yep, that would be just totally neat. He's not talking or nothing. He's just carving some Christmas, and I'm like, that's exactly what I wish I could do. Maybe one day. I was going to ask Brian. My friend Brian was in the shop a few minutes ago. I was going to ask him if he's talked to his son anymore. Because if his son comes in, then he's going to help me show me how to use my computer. Maybe we can figure out an easier way to do some things and all that stuff. That needs to go like that. And this needs to be drawn back in for her dress. Right here. You can see. And this wing, it actually needs to be more this way. This hard edge here won't work. Nope. Let's see. Let's redraw this back in. Oh yeah. See, everything's starting to come out. There's the top of her collar. This is her neck line right here. There's her shirt. And I'm going to make this line more at an angle, set straight. I'm going to go cross grain here, so I'm going to use my X-Acto knife. I see another guy using the X-Acto knife like I do sometimes. I'm like, see? Nothing wrong with it. See, I can't see why you want to dull your blade all the time when you gotta go across this grain like this. Even though this is soft wood, this is really tight here. Very tight. I just hope you guys can see. I mean, there's no other way I can hold this but just the way I'm doing. It's very hard to hold and film too. And to get you to see what I'm trying to show you. Now, Oopsie. There we go. Try to make that collar just stick out a little bit more. I'll get her. Yes'm. Oh my Lord. Okay. Now we gotta lose that point there because it don't look right. There we go. There we go. Had to lose that point of that collar because it didn't look right. Didn't get to be whoop-de-doo. And you can tell. I mean, it's roughed in. There's a lot more little detail. But I'll tell you what, I don't. There's not enough time on this camera to do all this detail. Let's set this arm right here. Let's drop her shirt down. Get all these lines set and dropped, and then I can go in and add some little detail and some shadow points and stuff like that. Alrighty. Like I said, she won't have a face. She's just very muted. Just her, she'll just have this, it'll be cut out, but there'll be no eyes or anything like that. Or it's just a folk art. It doesn't pay me anymore to put tons of detail and stuff. People don't care. Let's just be truthful. And you can have art sit there for a year, and it's beautiful. It's worth the money that you got on it. But in this day and age, with Amazon and all the other doodads that we got, you're just wasting your time. That's my view, my personal view. So that's why you don't see me do anything I got used to. I went back to simple. I'm not going to spend hours. I mean, probably the Cottonwood house, that's going to be mine because that was gifted. And that dragon spoon I'm doing, that's just, I will sell that, but it's going to take a long time because it's going to be it will be a high dollar price. But I'll probably take that to a different area and everything. All right, I mean, she's a long ways from being done. There's lines that set. She's too high through here. Way too high. I see with my hands. I can touch something and tell you where it needs to be cut. I can gauge with my hands. And a little whoop-de-doo. Whoop, whoop. Whoop-de-doo. There we go. Time to roll that wiener over. Yep. Yep, just a little bit. Now, I already know you better turn it this way. She will split. First thin out like that, she's going to come apart. Okay, see, she started to come apart there. Okay, flip it back the other way. You got to listen to that grain. Oh, Lord, they got something going on. I can hear more sirens. This is the only flex cut tool I got, and it does pretty good. Besides there, it just wants to pick up. It's right into that end grain. Now, get rid of this back edge here. Roll that over. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm just dropping tools all day long, ain't I? Back around this way. And see, I won't take all these marks out. These chatter marks, that just to me makes the folk art look 10 times better. That's why I started out with thick wood, because I can get the look I'm wanting and everything. She's already feeling lighter. A little whoop-de-doo in her dress here. A little flow. That's all she wants. Now, see how she's square right here? That's not going to work with me. Let's move her around this way. Put just a little flow into her. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. A little love in her dress there. Yes. See, she's got a little love in her dress now. Just a little. Not flat. Nope. She's got some flow. Little whoop-de-doo. Makes a pretty angel. Yes. Excuse me, folks. A little shadow line right here. Let's cut this down a little deeper right here. Where it gives it a little shadow. Like it dives right back behind that wing. There you go. These are pretty fast. Like I say, being folk art, You know, you don't have to put hardly very much work into the thing. Alrighty. Now, I know I'm probably need to get ready to jump off here. This is its arm, and it's too thick. So you're going to take this right here off to lessen her arm, because her arm is way too thick. So I'll just come in here and I'll just bring her, I'll take this out. Take this out, and actually I'll take this at an angle. It's like her bottom of her elbow is leaning in. That's what I'll do. So I'll cut all that out right there. And it was kind of, and all I'm going to do is just follow my line. That's all I'm going to do. We'll stop cut right in here. One right here. We'll just follow this one around. What I drawed. Then come in here. Take it out. Take it out. That's all you got to do. Not that hard. There you go. And come in here. Bring this down to the dress. You just got to think how the carving's supposed to flow. That's all you got to do. Now it's just roughed in. There. See that arm right there? It's not so thick. And I'll round all this back edge off there. Round all that off there. And clean it up. And in a few minutes it'll be done. It doesn't take long. You just got to use your old noodle brain. Got to get out your Google. It's between your ears. That's your Google right there, folks. Get your old Google out right there. I need to resharpen this. I feel it pulling too much in the front of the blade. I can feel it. It's got right there. It's got a flat spot right there. I can feel it. So I'll get off here in a few minutes and I'll strop this baby up. I was using it quite a bit yesterday. I can feel it. But see, that's the arm, simple angel. You know, that's what that is. Let's bring you up here because I think I'm getting ready to run out of time, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather stay on here longer and do the whole thing, but I haven't learned to do that yet. But anywho, we'll get the old man back here. And he can't, hang on. Let's get this thing tilted up. There you go. Anywho, like I said, it's just a simple angel. Very simple. I'll put her on a stand. I'll finish fluting in her dress and straightening things up. There's a spot right there I don't like. I see different things, but you know, she don't take long. She's folk art, very simple, very easy. You know, I'll have this one probably carved out today. I got to work on that collar. I don't like how that collar is laying on her wing, which it should peer around the wing. So, got to clean that up and everything. But anywho, I just want to thank everybody that's followed me, all the new followers and stuff. I deeply appreciate that. I thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. Got any questions, just holler at me. I'll see if I can answer them and everything. Sorry, folks, I'm seeing things, I'm drawing. But, you know, if you got any questions, any comments, anything, likes, shares, that helps me all out. Tell all your friends that, you know, this is a family channel, so they don't have to worry about your youngins. They can set them down, enjoy an old man carving and everything. But I just want to say thank you again. You all have a blessed day, and I will just talk to you later. Thank you.